9, 10.
Right, Dave, thanks very much. How are you going to start preparing for this fight against Vlad?
I've been preparing for this fight my whole life. It's not I've got to go and do anything specific now or change anything that I've been doing. I know what Vladimir is about. I've always known it. Whenever the first time I saw him fight, I wasn't impressed. And even to this day, he makes so many sort of fundamental mistakes that nobody's been able to capitalise on because they're not athletes. The guys who've been fighting, they're just fat puddings. They just turn up for a paycheck. They turn up and get beaten up, get jabbed to death. And that's not what I'm about. I take very few punches. I'm too fast for him. And he's just going to get destroyed.
Are there any specific sparring partners you're going to be looking to work with?
No, as long as the guys are tall and sort of replicate what the guy does. I'm not that fussed about the sparring side of things. It's all about the mentally for me. Vladimir, if you've got to do is watch one of his fights, you can just see the shock, horror and fear in his face when someone attempts to throw a shot at him. And you're going to see a lot of that on June 20th.
Can you talk us through your training program when you go out to Cyprus?
When I'm out there, I live clean, live healthy. I do my running, do my sparring, weight training. I do all the stuff I've always done. One thing I'm not going to do is do anything different for this fight or try to be too clever. I'm just going to go out there. I'm a natural fighter. I've been doing it my whole life. And this is my time to shine. I've been telling anyone since I was a little kid that I'll be heavyweight champion of the world, and here we are. We're a couple of months away from it, and it's my time to put up now.
It's going to be a fight of size against speed. Do you think size is going to make any difference to you?
It'll make a louder thud when it hits the floor. It's the only difference with the size I make.
There's been a lot of talk about the way you've approached the fight. Do you think Vladimir needs to make the fight bigger than it is, or do you think you've done that yourself?
No, apparently there's been nearly just under 50,000 tickets sold in a couple of days. So it shows how big the fight is. I don't need to hype this fight up. The fight speaks for itself. It's the first time Vladimir's fought someone who's a real champion. I'm coming up in weight. I was the undisputed #1 at cruiserweight, and I'm coming up to heavyweight to rip his titles away from him. He knows that. I can see the fear in his eyes. And once I've done him, I'm going to go after Vitali.
What's it going to be like fighting in such a huge venue for you?
It's going to be great. It's going to be a lot of unhappy German fans, but I couldn't care less about them.
Nice. Thanks very much, mate. Cheers. Cool. Get next door.